Good, happy Sunday afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my pregame special, Patriots versus the Jets. And they'll start today at 1 o'clock p.m. Let's take a look at the video of the pre-game report.
Here's a look at this week's opponent, the New York Jets, who've emerged as one of the early season's biggest surprises to share the lead in the AFC East at 3-2 entering Sunday's Week 6 showdown in the Meadowlands. The Jets are coming off a visit to Cleveland, where they were outgained by roughly a 2-1 margin, yet managed to win in part by producing 3 takeaways, including 2 inside their 5-yard line. In fact, New York forced a total of 6 turnovers in winning its last 3 games, which happened to mark the first time in the 15-year career of quarterback Josh McCown that he's led his team to victories in 3 straight starts. In his first season with his 8th team, McCown owns the league's 2nd highest completion rate, connecting on 71% of his passes. McCown's quickly developed chemistry with recent acquisitions. Receiver Jermaine Kearse, who has a team-high 22 receptions and 3 touchdowns, and tight end Austin Seferian-Jenkins, whose return from suspension coincides with the Jets' current winning streak. His 6 catches at Cleveland included the first TD by a Jets tight end since the middle of 2015.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Also, let's take a look at this video as well.
Thanks for joining us back here on Patriots All Access. Time now for the Bell Schrader. Coach, couple looks here at the Jets. A lot of new players, all 3 phases. What do we got?
Well, start offensively. One of the guys that they brought in has done a really good job for him has been Kearse. And this is a good example of kind of one of the things the Jets do in the passing game. They have a lot of what we call horizontal routes. So guys, in kind of the within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage in the West Coast offensive style that make it really hard for the defense to match. So here you can see the linebacker going with the back in the flat. Here comes Kearse inside on the slant. There's a void there. Yeah, McCown hits them, and it's a big 20-yard gain. So Curley, Kearse, those guys have come in and done a really good job for the Jets offensively. That's right. Those new players that weren't even with the team back in August.
Curley went away, came back, and he's had some decent games against you guys.
He sure has.
Okay.
Leonard Williams, number 92 right here, one of the best players in the league. He's a problem on everything, runs, passes, runs to him, runs away from him. Good in pursuit, good at the point of attack, tall, very athletic, just a hard guy to block. And, there's a lot of plays like this where he either makes the play in the backfield or disrupts the play, and then somebody else comes in and cleans it up. We got to block him, or he can ruin the game.
Is that on your? He's on your all Bill Belichick defensive team, like with Ed Reed and those guys, right?
Yeah.
All right.
If we didn't block him, he'll ruin the game.
All right.
So this is it's about 3 minutes to go in the game here against Jacksonville, and the Jets are backed up, and it's in overtime. It looks like Jacksonville's going to get good field position. But Edwards comes through with a big punt here, a 72-yard punt. This guy's got a huge leg. Stanford, number 51, one of our top special team players, comes down and makes the play. And then say this is one of the things the Jets can do, really change field position. With a long ball here. All right, then Stanford comes down and right here Stanford comes down and makes the tackle inside the 10-yard line. They get a push into the back penalty on top of that. So Edwards can really do a good job of changing field position.
That's critical there too. You get a stop, and now all of a sudden you think you're taking the crowd out of the game, and now you get them right back in, especially on the road.
Right. So the defense comes in, does their job. Now a minute and a half to go in the game, forces Jacksonville to punt. Punting out of the end zone to Curley. So Curley comes back here, and again, very explosive guy. He does a good job right here of getting to the wall. You can see the Jets have the return set up over here to this sideline. Curley gets outside to the wall, gets the ball back to the 40-yard line. here's a play or a hit right at the end of the play, and Jacksonville, gets a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty call there on Plesny, and so that sets up the 41-yard field goal for Cannizzaro. So game winner here with a minute to go, 30 seconds to go in overtime, and he nails it. So, they're backed up. Long punt by Edwards. Good punt return by Curley. Penalty in there. Cannizzaro. And that's how they beat Jacksonville in overtime. Good special teams play.
Divisional game and how important these are to you. Good luck against the Jets.
All right, thanks.
All right, there you go. There's your Bell Schrader. More Patriots All Access back right after this.
Okay, and there you go on that report. It sounds like it's going to be a tough game for the Patriots versus Jets. Now let's take a look at your slideshow of the players for the game. Mr. Tom Brady. Number 24. Number 77. Number 54. Rob Gronkowski. Now, some of the Jets players. That's your slideshow. Very cool indeed. Cool, cool, cool. And, now let's take a look at your inactive list of the players. Inactive for Patriots and Jets. Those are the players inactive for New York Jets. And there you go on that report. And it looks like it's going to be a tough game today for the Patriots versus the New York Jets. It's going to be a close call game, I would say. But my prediction is I think the Patriots will win, I bet. Go Patriots. Number 12, Tom Brady. Hopefully you'll be watching the Patriots game. Let us know if you will be watching the Patriots game this afternoon, starting at 1 p.m. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. Goodbye.